Okay, guys, we are still in this same TEK 4C where we're doing addition and subtraction within 1,000 using a variety of strategies based on place value. So today we are going to be adding 3-digit numbers based on place value. You can do this with 2-digit numbers as well. I'm going to show you how we do that. You guys know that we're in Unit 3. Parents, we will come back in Unit 6 and revisit all this again. So right now we're just learning the strategies to be able to add and subtract these things, and then we'll be putting them into one-step and multi-step word problems sometime in the middle or to the end of January when we revisit this in Unit 6. So here goes another strategy. I will tell you, me personally, I use this strategy a lot because I do a lot of addition and subtraction in my head, and this is sort of kind of the strategy that's going on in my head. I know we have another little guy in here that does a lot of math in his head, and he probably uses this same kind of strategy. So we say we've got an addition problem. 245 plus 322. So we call both of these numbers what, everybody? Add-ins. They're called add-ins because the operation we're using is addition, so these are add-ins. When we use place value, when we're going to add using place value, that's what we're going to do. We're going to give value to each place in this number. So what I'm doing in this strategy is I'm actually going to decompose both add-ins. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Remember, I always model the first one, and that's what I'm doing. 245, I'm going to decompose it. When I decompose it, I know I have 200 plus 40 plus 5, or 200s, 4 10s, and 5 1s. So that 245 means 200 plus 40 plus 5. I've just decomposed the first add-in. Then I'm going to go decompose the second add-in. When I decompose the second add-in, I have 300s, 2 10s, 2 1s. The value of 300s is 300. The value of 2 10s is 20. The value of 2 1s is 2. Then I'm ready to add, and I always add by starting in the ones means first ones, ones always gets to go first because number 1 is number 1. Got it? Yeah. So in the ones place, I have 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 equals 7. In the tens place, I have 40 plus 20. I know that 40 plus 20 equals 60. And then in the hundreds place, I have 200 plus 300. I know 200 plus 300 equals 500. So I have this expanded form, 500 plus 60 plus 7. I know that 500 plus 60 plus 7 equals what number? 507. It's that easy. That's all there is to it when using place value. I will tell you, a lot of times when I see these problems and I talk about doing them in my head, that's what I do. I'm going 7 and 6 and those things, and I'm doing that in my head. That's how easy it is for us to do it with using place value. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. The video is quite short today because you kind of know all about this. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off so that we can practice. You will have 2 of these for homework tonight. Please, parents, make sure this video is watched so that you have an idea of what we're doing and making sure your child is using math language. We're still using add-ins. We had the sum. Our sum was 567. We use expanded form. Don't forget the words expanded form when we use this. This is the place value method. Expanded form. We also, we hear hundreds, we hear tens, we hear ones. We did have to decompose, didn't we?
Yes.
And we decomposed the add-ins, and we found the sum. Absolutely, thank you. We found the sum, and we know that 567 is sum. I love how some of you put all this on your paper. I love that you're writing this as you're working them in homework. That's fabulous. He's behaving today. I love that. you're doing that, because that tells me that you know that math language. Thank you, parents, for your support and help in understanding what's going on in the math world today.